Hello guys, welcome to a new video, and this is kinda unexpected, but this is my new favorite game called Solo Hunters, and I'm just gonna be explaining about the game in my friend's private server, Monk, right over here. So yeah, so I'm just gonna be explaining the game and telling y'all how to play it. Then I'll be making more videos later on. So first I wanna explain what happens when you join. When you join, there's gonna be a cutscene where Sanjin will revived, and for that huge statue thing, I already finished it, so I can't show y'all. But once you're done that, you come to this guy, and he'll tell you to do your first quests. And quests in this game are in like dungeons, and you can do dungeons according to your power. This thing right up here is your power. So let's say your first is gonna be this 0 power. Then you go to this, and then you go to the other ones. And don't worry about this. I'll talk about that later. So that's basically how to level up and gain more power. It's to do these things right over here, and there's more places you can go to gain more powers. Now we go to how else you can gain powers. Second is by getting weapons, like this one I have right here is called Shadow Sword. So the way you can get weapons is by either completing these over here for weapons, like this one and this one, or the other ones that are down there. So that's the way you can get. So let me do one so I can explain and show y'all what I mean by how you get these. So this is how the first game is gonna look like this. So let me just skip through this part and go to the part where I have finished the raid.
A few moments later.
Okay, so I have just finished the raid, and as you can see, there's chests, and the way I showed you to get those weapons earlier is by opening these chests, and by a small chance you might get the weapons. So like once you're done, you come here, and then yeah, basically that's how you level up and get weapons. And the better the dungeon you go, like let's say you go from F to C, the chances go higher. So yeah, so like, but some of them are bugged, like E is better. No, never mind, that's wrong, my bad. So some of them are bugged, but they will get fixed soon, because this is like a new game. Anyways, since you've known that, let me move to how you can get other weapons over here. Summon weapons. is where I got shadows. So you can roll for different weapons over here. There's mythic, legendary, epic, and rare. So if you want to be like very good at the game, I suggest you choose a weapon because they are faster than powers. Powers are like a second ability to your weapons. And now let me explain about the weapons. The weapons are, you see these moves, you get them from the skill tree, which you get points by doing the dungeons I showed you earlier, and both of them have skill trees, so you should grind and probably max your skill tree so you can be overpowered. Anyways, next is stats. Stats increase your power and overall stats abilities for your weapons or power. So let me explain. So magic power increases stats for this over here, which is called a power, and then this is called a weapon. So strength increases stats for your weapon, and then energy increases this bar right over here, and then agility increases your speed. But now let me explain why you should choose weapon build. Is because weapon builds are much faster than magic power. Magic power is energy, and you want to save stats so you can put more in your defense, so you can have more HP. So that's that. Here's where you can sell your items, the ones that you don't want, and yeah, and then here you can buy stuff from the merchant. If you have a lot of money, you can check your money over here. And also one thing I forgot to mention, you roll for powers and weapons using gems, and gems you get by completing quests or claiming codes. Now that we have mentioned that, I want to mention now these correct things you see in the map. So this is basically called a red gate, and they are very overpowered. They increase your chance of getting the weapons and what's it called, armor. They increase it by a lot. Let's see, 1.0 chance. Then when you do a normal A, it gives you like a 0.9 chance. So it increases it by a lot.
Bruh.
And red gates are very lucky if you are trying to get a good build. Now that you have known what a red gate is, now let me explain about builds. So builds are kinda hard to understand, but I'll explain it fast. So basically, a build improves your stats according to what you put. So let's say I'm using weapon set build, which you get from that dungeon I just showed you, which increases my damage by a lot. So that's why I'm using it. But let's say you wanted to use a power build. You needed to go to a snowy forest. I don't know where that is, lol. And you get its build by completing dungeons. and doing the quests you can level up and go to different areas. So builds are very important in the game, and you should not just put random builds. Anyways, now that you know builds, I want to show you how you make them shiny. You make a build shiny by combining 3 parts together. Let me try like this one. Let me fuse this. Got a lot. I just fuse it. Boom. Instant shiny. No chances, nothing. And then you scroll down. Boom. Shiny. Sparkling. So that's how you make weapon shiny. And then how you make it level 50, you get power cards. You can get them by completing raids, dungeons, whatever, red gates, or portal breaks. Now let me explain what a portal break is. Let me find one and then I'll be back to you.
A few moments later.
Okay, so we just found a portal break, and the way you find them is by going to the map and then going to this purple stuff. Now let me explain how a portal break works. You can only do a portal break according to your power, 205 power break. You see I have 440k power, so I can do this power break. Once you complete a power break, you can get either gems, money, or levels, or power cards. So I'm almost straight what will happen once you defeat a power break. So I'm gonna do this power break, and once I'm done, I'm gonna show y'all what happens once you're done. So let me be back with y'all. Okay, so we just completed portal break, and these stuff, you collect them. As you can see, you get the power cards like the ones I had in my inventory, and yeah, so you get a good amount of them, and they can help you level up your armor and your weapons. Now I want to show you how you can enchant your weapons to make them strong. So let me just reach there and show you. So we're here and interact, enchant, choose a weapon. So I choose this one, select, reroll. Now to reroll your enchant, use scrolls like in blocks. Use scrolls. So I'm using it's called scroll, select, confirm, and let's see what I get. Damn, I got better enchants than on my main weapon. Anyways, that's how you enchant your weapons. Another thing is the daily quests. Dailies are just pretty easy. Kill 50 enemies with an ability. Kill them with your power. Frick, my bad. Clear cell dungeon loot. Clear 5 dungeons. Pretty easy quests. So there's also an AFK if you want to get gems without grinding or anything. There's also dummies if you wanna test how much damage you have. And yeah. And one thing before I finish the video is that there are a few, like I think 2 bosses that spawn on map. One is called Werewolf and the other one is called Igaris. But I won't talk much about them for now, since this is the first video of me playing this game. And I've grinded a bit. I bit too much, but sorry I haven't made videos in a while. So yeah, that's it for today, and I will be making more videos on this game. And shout out to my friend Bon for helping me make a video in his private server. And yeah, I will be making more videos of this game. And one thing before I leave, remember the water when I was doing the portal break? Yeah, don't enter it. It's gonna drown you. Anyways, that's it for today. Make sure to like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.